Imagine the GMT watch as the Swiss Army knife of the horological world. It's not just a timepiece, it's a multi-tool for your wrist. Much like James Bond, it seamlessly transitions between different time zones with the elegance of a tuxedo and the efficiency of a spy gadget. Now, enter the San Martin GMT watch. Think of it as the humble, budget-friendly secret agent who delivers all the suave features but without breaking the bank. This piece right here will set you back $140. For a San Martin, that is considered relatively cheap, although for many of my viewers, $140 compared to the high street prices, well, sounds pretty cheap without even being a San Martin. It's just not expensive, but we're getting so much with this watch. The San Martin SN0054 provides us with a GMT feature, or dual time zones, a beautifully crafted stainless steel case and bracelet, an elegant box sapphire crystal with anti-reflective treatment, robust case size of just 40mm, 100 meters of water resistance, and self-winding automatic movement from Seiko, the NH34, featuring 24 joules and 42 hours of power reserve. So the links to this watch will be in the description below the video, so do check them out if you're after a sharp price. And now, without further ado, let's get in and talk about the SN0054 in detail. Let's do it. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 39.8mm, a lug-to-lug length of 47.6, a height of 12.8, and a lug width of 20mm, which tapers down to 16 at the clasp. The weight here is 145 grams before removing any links to fit my 6.5-inch wrist. The square stance and the relatively wide set lugs give the inspiration away almost too easily. Looking at the piece on my wrist, we can appreciate the nimble dimensions. Just some 47.6mm for the lug-to-lug length is an excellent fit even on my relatively slender 6.5-inch wrist. There are no overhangs whatsoever. Looking at the profile, we have the flat and tall flank, flowing from one downward slanting lug via the midsection to the other. The finish looks almost like it's polished, but actually it's finely brushed. The transition to the lug hoods is performed by a 45-degree polished bevel. Considering the lugs are also brushed, the polished bevel creates visual appeal and interest, adding to the light play. The chamfer of the fixed bezel is also polished to a high gloss. The top of the fixed bezel has the 24-hour markings and once more a brushed finish. Looking at the inverted end links meeting the head of the watch, you can appreciate the seamless integration. The brushing finishes and the link positioning is simply outstanding. On the right hand side of the case, we get a 6.8mm in diameter screw and crown, signed with a hexagonal logo. The crown is rather narrow with fine threading, yet due to the larger diameter, operating the rotation is very convenient. Flip the watch over and underneath we have a traditional looking fluted screw down case back. The bracelet on this one is a masterclass of budget luxury, no less. Having the brushed finish means it's mostly protected against the daily wear and tear, disguising the micro scratches. A sporty 3-link design that follows an elegant taper from 20mm at the end links to 16 at the clasp. The high tolerances are example setting. At the same time, the fluidity and link articulation are also excellent. My only gripe is that the bracelet uses push pins instead of screw pins. The signed folding clasp with 4 micro adjustments looks solid and sincerely impressive. The milled folding wing provides even more assurance. The clasp is operated by 2 pushers and the solid thump of closure indicates the safety and precision. Now let's move to the crystal and the dial. The boxy sapphire crystal rises slightly from the fixed bezel to a dome. We only have the minimal edge distortions here. The anti-reflective coating, coupled with high contrast of the matte black dial and applied indices as well as the white hands edged in chrome, make legibility so good. The orange pointer signifies the GMT hand. There is a neat cutout for the date at 3 o'clock. Overall, the dial is clean and largely balanced. The key to the setup is the crystal clear legibility. As the lume test shows, the lumed elements are covered consistently. The chilly blue light is bright and long-lasting, not unexpected on San Martin timepieces. So this watch is powered by Seiko NH34, a self-winding movement, 24 joules, 21,600 beats per hour. As well as that, it does get you 42 hours of power reserve. So this is a solid piece and it will set you back $140. Now, you might be asking the question, well, why should I spend 140 when I can get a Peugeot GMT? Let's say, for example, right? It's also got a 40mm diameter case, and it can set you back $80, $90, maybe as low as $70, or maybe get a Pagani design. Well, the difference is in the refinement, in the overall design, in the attention to details. And if you don't believe me, well, make sure to subscribe, because the next video I'm going to post is the comparison of this San Martin versus the 40mm Peugeot GMT. So anyways, $140 for the SN0054, and the link to the listing is in the description below the video, so make sure to check it out if you're after a sharp price. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.